Garrett Smith with the Open Learning Platform demo, where everyone is a student and anyone can be a teacher. The main area where all the posts are. Posts for subjects and people you follow or subscribe to appear here. In each post, you'll see the username, the text, and the media for that post. And there will be a comment area as well. So if you want to add a comment, if you want to click on the user's profile, view their bio, view their other posts, ask them for a lesson, you can click on there and you can subscribe. You can ask them for a lesson. You can subscribe to them. You can or follow them. You can chat with them. Ask them a question. It goes down in the chats. If you want to post, you can post your own here. Yeah, anybody can post a lesson or something they're working on for that subject. So if you're working on something for Welsh, and you write something down in Welsh, and you make a video of yourself saying it, and people can say, "Oh, okay, he can speak Welsh." And then people are going to reply and say, "Oh no, you had an issue. This is wrong. You can correct that." Put all your new tutorials on here to get people interested in what you're doing. Clicking the 5 stars, thumbs up, giving you a boost in your rankings by putting new content on there. And that is going to get you more cred. So people want to get lessons from you. They're interested in what's going on with you. Builds you up. You add value, and it builds you up. Students is where you go when you want to give your lessons. So you go here to give your lessons. All your students are going to be in there. And when you give a lesson, it's just going to be focused on that. And there's going to be an archive of lessons there based on the teacher, the subject, and the timestamp of that lesson for your history and records. That allows you to go back and review your lessons. Teachers, pretty much the flip side of students, that's where you go to get lessons from a teacher. So you go here and you see all the lessons that you've received, and from all the subjects and the time and everything. Same thing there. Studio, that's where, if you were to publish a draft and you decided you didn't want to publish it on as a new post, you weren't ready yet, you can preview it, and then you can save it for later, and it goes down into Studio. Your profile is going to be up here. That's where you configure your schedule, and you can configure all your bio and the subjects that you're teaching. Oh yeah, followers and following, obviously, as just like Twitter. And if you want to follow more people, you can follow them from the main area by clicking on the profile link, and then a little drop down will come up, and you'll be able to follow this user. Or you can click on that user profile and go to their profile page and then follow them from there. As far as monetization goes, that's on a per post basis. So each post will be, not on a per post basis, sorry, on a per lesson basis. So each lesson that is charged has a small percentage taken out. Not a big 40%, less than 5% per post, per lesson. That enables teachers to make more money. And obviously they're going to want to stick to this platform. Well, they're not going to stick to it if it's not worth it. Like if they can say, "Hey, students, let's go over to Skype and you pay me on the side," then the platform doesn't make any money. And if the platform charges too high a percentage fees, that's going to happen. So the percentage fees have to be low, so that teachers and students don't do that. Now, other platforms handle this in the wrong way. What they do is they try to prevent contact information from being exchanged. That's totally impractical. Other platforms try to centrally vet all their teachers by checking their academic credentials. This has two faults. First fault is there are things that teachers may possess which are not possible to be certified. There may be subjects that don't have credentials. There may be certified teachers that aren't any good. So there's a mismatch between academic credentials and capability. And the other problem with that is that it costs too much to try to vet every subject. It costs in terms of time for both the teacher and the entity, the organization doing it. It would cost us way too much money to try to vet for Swahili, Welsh, auto mechanics, how to build lithium batteries, chemistry, rocket science. We can't verify everybody for every subject. It doesn't scale. It costs too much. So that's why other platforms charge as much as they do. They try to vet everything, and then they limit what they can teach on there. And then they try to prevent people from teaching off platform, and they do that because they know that people are going to teach off platform because they're charging too much for their platform because it's not working. So the other way to monetize, besides the small, less than 5% fee, is to charge for storage. Because we have video on here. You want to post a video, you can post it and then save the video to your local computer, and then if you're sharing it with someone else, well, not in the main area, you can't post in the main area video unless you want to pay for it, right? So if you want to pay for posting video in the main area, that's going to cost you money, right? That's going to cost you money. And how are you going to get that money? Well, you have to pay to have some points or some sort of credit on this system. And if people want to subscribe to you, if they want to pay for that content, if they want to sponsor you, then they can sponsor you. If you want to have charged content, you can have paid content where people can subscribe to you and they pay for that content. But if you just want to have your own videos on there and you want to pay for them yourself, you can also do that as well. And that has to happen. There has to be some sort of payment for the video because it takes a lot of storage space, and that just takes up a lot of hard drive space, which costs money. It's just a cost. Video costs a lot of money for storage. Okay, so that concludes the demo on Open Learning. This is Garrett Smith, and I hope you enjoyed this demo, and I hope it's intriguing and exciting to you as it is to me, to help to get rid of the school system and promote, instead of authoritarian conformity training, this will be promoting meritocracy and interest-based learning. Thanks again.